Hey everybody, it's Adam from Encounter Wargaming, and today we are going to unbox this Hive City Habitat from Tabletop Scenics for their Hive City range. Oh man, I'm super excited about this. This is a 3-story building with lots of balconies, windows, a top roof. So it's going to be amazing for 8th edition 40K to play on. It's going to make our table look super, super cool. Because it's 3 stories, I'm hoping this is going to be an amazing centerpiece piece of terrain for the Hive City table. And yeah, it's just like a great generic like apartment building. I could totally see myself using this for Infinity, even for kind of like a lower tech Infinity game or setting, as well as Malifaux if needed, for kind of like a steampunky looking brick sci-fi building. But 8th edition 40K is probably what this is going to get used for the most, and it's just amazing. So these Gothic Spires buildings are just so there's so much detail. I mean, these guys know how to make MDF kits right. They have so many different layers in all of the details for this, so everything just pops and looks really, really cool. Stay tuned for future videos. We're gonna build it and paint it as well. So for now, let's open this guy up and show off all the different slats and how detailed it is. And yeah, there's a lot of boards in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 15, almost 20 boards with this stuff. So this thing is going to be huge, super detailed. I hope this blocks an Imperial Knight line of sight wise. That would be just dandy. So guys, I'm so excited about this. Let's check it out. All right, here's our kit ready to go. And like I say, every time when you get a new MDF kit, resist the temptation to take your hobby knife and gash it open on the side like that, because you will ruin the detail, because there are just some nice MDF boards right underneath that plastic and thin piece of paper. So what you do is just come on the side, get it on the side right there, and open this guy up. So, beautiful. Well, that was easy. So there you go, picture sheet. And now let's just skim through and see how we're looking here. So nice detail on all our plates. Looks like some pretty generic structural pieces there. Oh, I really like these windows. Those are nice. Some nice embellishments here on the doorways and walkways. Very cool. Some of the classic detail that we have come to know, love, and expect from Tabletop Scenics. Oh, I love this. This is just gorgeous. Amazing, amazing window architecture here. Oh, a bunch of tiny little biddies here just popped out. Some nice like metal grating. Nice embellishments on the door. Beautiful kits. I mean, these guys do amazing. So here, there's a pile of little ones here. Just chuck those all in the garbage. Beautiful floorways. You see the nuts and bolts and screws and everything. Amazing detail on those windows. Love these circle windows. Amazing patterns here. Great stuff. Very stoked about this. Again, I'm going to throw the stuff that's been falling out there in the garbage. Cool. So more of the same. Just more windows the same. Looks like some structural pieces, buttresses and whatnot, and more windows. Amazing. Oh, let's see if I can't chuck that one. What do we got here? Okay, some brick patterning. Beautiful. Looks like some structural pieces. So large flat panels just to hold things up and together. Cool. Oh, look at that Imperial Eagle bit. Oh, that's gorgeous. I love that. Some intercom piece there. Nice. More decking. Cool. Oh, wow. Look at that face on there. Oh, that's gorgeous. Amazing. Nice brick all the way around it. Beauties. We got some loose pieces here. Let's chuck them in. Garbage. Beautiful. Looks like these are all the surface paneling for all of the very, very, very outside. And then I think this is all of the balcony sides, the railings. So very cool looking there. Very cool patterns for the balcony railings. Love it, love it. Some more balcony railings. Sweet, everything's looking good. Let's just throw those biddies out. Oh, that must be the top floor. Big, wide open top floor. Love it. All right. Amazing. Some of the the roof patterning. Very cool. Yeah, they have this like curved roof structure on the top. Very neat, like this copper roof almost. Love it. It's super cool. Like the engineering behind designing these kits is next level, just to figure out how to make those kinds of shapes and stuff. Oh, cool. So some like signage and stuff. Love it. Weapon shop, Hub 13, first aid, exits. Oh, that's cool. I love that little attention to detail. All right, so there you go. So that is everything in the box, and so as well as beautifully detailed instructions as well, so you guys can follow along with those instructions. Now, guys, the first thing that I would recommend to do is just take a napkin and get it a little bit wet, because the MDF kits are covered in just like a little layer of sawdust and everything, and so don't want it to be super wet, like almost more like damp actually. So I'm just like, I got a little bit too wet, so I'm using a second piece to get it a little more damp, and it's just covered in a layer of sawdust. So just get that off on both sides. Our glue will stick better. You see it? You see it all coming off there? Beautiful. So just go ahead and do that real quick on all these, and we'll be right back. And we're back. And so for this first stage, step number 1, you're going to need pieces 1 to 14, all on frame A, except for piece number 10, which is on frame B. So very quick, just a quick tutorial again to catch us up on how to cut things out. So basically the theory here is this is a thin piece of wood, and a laser goes around and just cuts this edging, and the way it stays in there is at a certain point, like right here, the laser will just turn off real quick and leave a tiny little nub attaching the piece into the frame. And so you would just cut through that with our hobby knife along here. So this is piece number 1, and so we'll just go ahead and find all of those little areas where it's just attaching on, and we'll just cut through them. And so one more. So bam, so that should be it right there. Too easy. Now we'll just cut this piece out of the middle as well. All right, and so this will start us off with just some general assembly stuff, so I don't have to repeat it every time. And so you go, cut that out. So that'll give you a piece right there. Now, it can be the case where stuff leaves like a tiny little nub, or it needs some cleanup, and so you can just take your hobby knife and just give that a flatten out there. And so obviously being careful not to stab yourself. So if you can, yeah, just be careful about that. All right, so sweet. So clean that piece up. There we go. There's our basic foundation for the building here. Now, go ahead and cut out all the pieces for this first step so we can start gluing it together, and we'll be right back when they're all cut out. And there they are, all cut out. So sweet, there's a bunch of multi-part pieces that are gonna go together on this. Bunch of stuff getting glued into the walls, and then finally once we're done gluing it onto the walls, we'll glue kind of the base together to get things started. So yeah, let's truck along. So the first things first, just so they can dry for a little bit, is we'll do these little shutters, these window shutters. And so you just get a whole bunch of these pieces that kind of slot into these like holders here. A little bit fiddly, but very cool effect once it's all said and done. So what I'm going to do is just start off, and we'll just get some glue into each one of the little individual pegs right here. And then I think I'm going to try and, as I've done in the past, try and hold them. Get glue going on the other side. Glue coming on this side. Beauties. Okay, so now get the first one in on both sides. Actually, yeah, let's just set it down. See if we can't set it down on camera so you can see. All right, right in the corner there. Beauties.
now we'll just try and slot in all these guys here. Creates this very cool effect of like these shutter windows where you like can't see inside, but they very 3D look to them, which is awesome. So even though, like I said, they're a little bit fiddly, they the overall effect for an MDF kit is fantastic. I'm just going to use 2 pieces here to kind of straighten them up. Push them together there. Beauties. So there you go. Awesome. So you see how easy it can be, even though it's slightly fiddly. Give it one more push, line them all up, boom. There, now that's nice and solid right there. Whoops. Sticking to the mat a little bit. Oh no. Came apart slightly. Let's push it around, make sure it's not sticking to the cutting mat. Okay, now let's get it up. We'll get it up and drying, leaning against something so it doesn't stick to the mat over there. Cool. So you can go ahead and do the other one if you want, but what we will do is just start gluing some of these little details together right here. So always dry fit first. So all right, so it's basically these 3 things layering together, creating a nice cool look there, and then gluing onto this somehow. Fabulous. So that should be pretty easy. So I think I'll just glue the 2 pieces onto here. So we'll start off with this one. Put some glue around there. And the reason I'm using super glue, guys, is it just dries faster. So if we're doing it on video, everything will stick together much quicker. Now, I would recommend using something like white glue. Gives you a little more tolerance, especially if this is one of your first MDF kits. There's a lot of like little mistakes that you can make by accident, where you may want to take the pieces apart or readjust on the go. I'm getting pretty confident with these kits now, so I can bang them together pretty quick, and I don't have to wait forever to just keep showing you guys how cool these kits are. So, all right. So there we go. On this side, guys, I was basically, again, just doing a quick dry fit of this wall to make sure I was lining it up properly. And what I was making sure is which side did it say to have this bigger window on. And it's on this side because I wanted to make sure I had it glued on this side of this piece of wood and not on this side. Okay, so there you go. Boom. So that's going to go on there just nice. Like that. Too easy. Now, let's just do these guys, I guess. And so the skinny pieces go on first. Too easy, and these guys go on the back. All right, awesome. Let's get some glue on here. Probably do 2 at the same time. Too easy. And just line it up, making sure your laser cut details are all face up, going the same direction. And basically they help you line up the multiple layers really easily, and so that's why you want them. Alrighty, so then this line helps you line up this window. So just get a little bit of glue on there. May as well do them both. Okay. Let's turn it over, line it up real quick. Too easy. Oh, slid. Stick. There is this one hole is really close to that window, so make sure you don't cover it up. Actually, there's a couple of them. There's a hole in the middle there too. So just as you're lining it up, just be very careful that you don't cover it. Okay, good. So that's that one finished. And I'll do these guys. This is a fun little piece here. So this has a little door handle to glue on. Separate piece there. So So let's do that. This little clamp on. Awesome. Very neat detail. This is why Tabletop Scenics is, in my opinion, the best in the biz at the moment. All right, so this will go in here. Okay, so let's do that right now. Yep, so this goes on this side of the wall. Just line it up over here. Boy, I was way off. All right, so line that up on that side. This door will fit in there, so I do want this back piece on for anything. Okay. So let's just throw some glue in here. Just line it up on this side with the edges of the other piece. Yeah. Cool. And all right, that should go in there just easy enough. Beautiful doorway. Oh, love it. Okay, cool. And so then just the last thing to do is this window here. And then what you're going to do, guys, is take them, and then I think it is shutters down like this. We're going to glue them on these. Now they're dangerously close to these. I don't even know if there's a way to glue it on without blocking those pegs. Maybe that's just how it goes. I wonder what's pegging in here and how deep those notches are. I think I'm just gonna trust that they won't interfere. Yeah, and I'll just glue these puppies on right now. So, how do I want my window shutters? I want it so that there, the flat edge. Yeah, the flat edge is coming down like that, so I get some nice painting effect going on there. Okay, cool. So let's do that. And I guess I'll put the glue on this side of this thing. The best way. Now let's line them up. Cool. I'll just adjust it up and down to get the maximum effect out of the spacing on the panels and where it's fitting in between the window frame here, as well as looking to make sure that they are perpendicular to each other and stuff. Cool. All right, so put together this last window, shutters, glue it on here right beside it, and oh, I guess here, tell you what. Yeah, let's glue these together right now. Why not? That'll be fun. So, yeah, gluing on this bottom edge. Beautiful. And gluing on this side edge. Cool. Just hold that for now. All right. So you saw I did a quick dry fit, so I know it's going to fit nice. I'll just hold that, make sure it's all. Oop. You really want to make sure these are lined up perfectly because it's the bottom floor. We want to set a nice solid foundation. So make sure everything's in there tight, lining up perfectly. Looks like this edge. I'm just eyeballing this edge right here. It looks pretty good. Just eyeballing the next edge right here. Looks pretty good. My corner piece, I'm just gonna stand up, get a top down. Yeah, it looks really straight. Nice, so that's amazing, guys. So go ahead and do this window shutter glue it on right there, and then we'll cut out the pieces for the next stage, and that'll be pieces 15 up to 25 B. I think it's all on frame B. Yeah, there's just a bunch of windows and walls and stuff to build up. Oh, and this floor here, just to kind of start building up the outer section here. So let's get to that and have some fun. And we're back. So the last window shutter is glued on, and I've cut all the pieces out for the next step. So the first things first is we're just going to put on this this kind of next floorboard here. And so there's one piece that slots in this way, and other than that, the rest sits on top of the walls here. So nice little dry fit. Looks like it's going on good. And so let's get it out here and stick some glue. So I am going to put glue on this piece on this one little side. Okay, and other than that, I'm going to put the glue along this top edge over here. Good, great. And so there it is, slotting in. Beautiful. And then we have a couple more walls and then a bunch of detail-y bits to add in on top of all that. So so let's just start one at a time, picking how we want to go here. Pick this little doorway here. Kind of get it ready. Let's go in there. And then this guy, I think, just pops in right here. Amazing. Now we got this very cool doorway with some multi-layered detailing. Beauties. All right, so that's number one done. Now let's take our next kind of wall piece here, I think, and start working with that. So got everything sort of in one spot here. But yeah. It all does go in behind. Beautiful. So if you notice this one piece, it does have some laser cutouts just around the door. Make sure that is facing the outside. Okay, and if that is the case, then we want to make sure, yeah, that all these, okay, good. So this piece at the very bottom, and we'll start off and we'll just glue outside piece on, lining it up perfectly. They're the exact same size on the outer edge. Beautiful. And now these two inner bits, put some glue on those. All right, beauties. That's a beautiful doorway. Like that's exactly what you want. Now we need to glue it in on this guy. So yeah, dry fit looks good. Just a little bit of glue on this outer edge here. Too easy. Awesome. Line that up perfectly. Just like that. Amazing. Now that's drying for a second, we can start working on these tiny windows right here. And yeah, so essentially, yeah, the skinny bit goes on top of these, and then it goes like that to give some depth. Cool, I love that. So let's do them up. I'll just do, I guess I can do all four at once. Just kind of lay them out, stick some glue on it, get ready to come around and lay the frames down on top. Hopefully the glue doesn't soak in too much or screw up my day or something. I want to line them up nicely. Okay, number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. All right, great. I'll just come in on behind this wall. Get a little bit of glue here. Great. Oh, sweet. Great depth. Looking fantastic. Cool. Well, I mean, that wall's ready to go, so we might as well just glue it in, right? Why not? Why the heck not? So we'll just get glue on this bottom edge right here. And this side edge right here. And stick it right down in there. See if I can get it perfect in here. Easy, slides right in. Get in there, bottom part. There it is. A little elbow grease, boom. All right, so that's in. Sweet, now just one more wall to do. Make sure we dry fit it. Yep, so those pegs line up there. Awesome. So the windows then attach on this side. Okay. Very important, that's why you dry fit, folks. No bad days at home for you. Or just use white glue, then you don't have to worry. But then it'll take you a lot longer for all this stuff to dry, so. Boons and curses, my friends. Boons and curses. All right, there's that one. So we'll just throw some glue on the edges here. And the top edge of the bottom. So now this one's gonna be tricky to make sure these two peg holes line up, and so hope you do well with that. I'm just gonna try and basically go straight on and hope they just plop right in. It's a little encouragement from behind. Boom, nailed it. Sweet, so there's that. All right, so the next section we are going to be pulling pieces, it looks like 26 to 35, combination of B, C, and D. So I guess the only ones left from B are these 3 pieces right here, which I've already cut out, and then the rest is coming from, oh, and the other B ones are these exhaust fans that I've already cut out. And so those are it from B. The rest are coming from C and D, just more wall sections and windows. And so we can build out now this kind of empty wall section here and kind of fully enclose almost a bottom floor, which would be really cool. So let's get all the pieces laid out and we'll be back in a snap. Bam, all right, we're ready to go. So we got a bunch of 3-layered windows right here and then some tiny 2-layered windows to cover up this bit. So what we'll do first is we'll just glue all these together. And so you just have these multi-layered windows. And so we'll just go ahead, get some glue all the way around. Boom, and just line these up. Bam, make sure they line up perfectly. Because we're gonna be putting a few of these right next to each other. All right, very cool. I love these. This is like so simple to just snap together these 3 layers, but man, the depth that you get on just one little window there is fantastic. Amazing. Okay, so you can go ahead and do the rest of those. And what I will do is we can do these walls and glue them on. So let's finish up these little details here. So there's number one. Bam. I'm finding generally the theme is for this entire kit that the skinny bit is always a spacer. So it's always the one on top. All right. Blam. And the last one, the tiny little rectangle one. There we go. Cool. All right, so let's take this guy. Let's just make sure I'm gonna be gluing them on the right side. Beauties, yeah. So go around the outsides here. And here. And just one of these ones. So we have one of them ready to go. All right. Take our little rectangle guy. Line it up. There we go. Beauties. Let's see if I can do two at once. Ha! Too easy. There it is. And the one completed, large one. Bam. All right, got that one lined up pretty quickly. Sweet, so let's just glue some of these on, why don't we? Cool, so looks like we're definitely gonna need some glue on this bottom edge right here. And then on this outside, or the inside edge here. Alrighty. And this guy comes straight on. Bam. Too easy. So we'll just glue that last window in a minute. Now I did notice this one's going to be a little bit tricky because it's competing for space on multiple fronts here. A tiny little tab at the bottom. It's almost like it, yeah. Okay, good. So if you just kind of shove it in that way and then swing it door hinge around, stick it in, door hinge around into that's going to be the way to get it on. Beauties. Okay, so now we know how we're going to do that. Let's pull it apart. That's why I always dry fit first, because that could have been a horrible mess of glue otherwise. Okay, and then we'll just put glue on this bottom bit right here. And then I think the glue goes along this edge right here. Sweet. Okay. See if we can remember what we just did. Stick it in like that and swing it on a door hinge. Brilliant. So good. Okay. All right, guys, so go ahead, do all of these window frames, glue them together, stick them in the last 3 holes, and then basically the next step is we're gonna be making the wall edges around here and putting the window frames in there to complete the second level. So Yeah, let's go ahead and get those all cut out. So that's basically pieces number 37 to 48, a combination of C and D there. So there you go. We'll be right back when that's all done. All right, we're getting further along here, really building up the second layer. Now I just dry fit that right there, and so I'll put this off to the side. And what we got here, these wall sections and some bits to attach onto them. So let's start gluing these guys in. So we got this tiny little wall section that needs to glue on. May as well get it out of the way. And it just slips in here beside this door. Amazing. So you can just stick that in and then not have to worry about it. Maybe I have to hold it for a second and let it tack. Okay, and then we just got a whole bunch more little windows and stuff. All right. Tack. All right, so I'll just start doing glue while I wait for this to dry. Just put some dots on here, all the corners, and try and do this one-handed. Always try and keep working, right? Save the time, capitalize on the time. All right, number one. Number two. And number three. Cool. So those can then sit there to dry. Got these little guys here too. These little tiny ones. Very cute. Looks like that's tacked. I have two hands now. Sweet. Number one. Number two. Beautiful. And we got these larger ones. Yeah. Glue these bad boys on. Those laser etching on the upside. Oh, for those of you who couldn't see that because I was holding off camera, keeping the laser etching on the top side there. All right, and then this big one, and then we're done with the double layer windows. What I might do, guys, is for the remaining stages, if there's ever multi-layered windows like this again, when I cut them out, when I cut into the new frame, I'll just already have them all glued together, so you don't have to watch me like do the same thing over and over and over. Cool. All right, so let's start dry fitting these walls on. Amazing. Yeah, so we can get away with this. Let's pre-do some glue on all these. All right. Yeah, line those up. Always got to line those up. Beauties. Now let's see if I can do two at the same time again. All right, and there's that. So if that's tacked enough, we can just set it there to dry for a minute, and we can start gluing on these bad boys. So that goes in facing that way. So turn around, this is where the glue is going. Too easy. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, and 3. Cool. Line this up. Oh boy. It's a tiny little guy. And even despite how tiny it is, it still does have this, like, the overlapping effect on there, so really line those up to get it nice. Okay, great. Great. Cool, so that's it for that. Great, so let's start gluing these in. All right, so we can get glue on this side of the wall and the bottom floor. Beauties, let's get that on. So floor first and then slot it in. Cool, and then I'll do this wall. Okay, so we actually want glue coming down this edge here. Amazing, and then the bottom floor. Oh, fill out there. Okay, now we got this round bit here, and I will put some glue on these edges. I'm not sure how it's going to line up yet, but just in case, right? Cool, and I'll put the number facing in on all these. Ooh. This would be a tricky one, actually. Okay, so I may just stick them all in here, and then we'll probably line them up when we put the next layer of flooring in. All right, beauties. Okay, so this is gonna be the tricky part, is next. So let's just get glue all the way around the top, make it nice and solid. We're gonna try and line this floor up and get it on. Just kind of get little dots going here. And continuing on, and sweet, we got glue all the way around. All right. So I'm kind of gonna start in this area. That'll help line things up, get the pegs lined up, and then work my way around. And now I'm gonna have to get underneath here and kind of poke these, move them around. Yes, there we go. Nice. So I just kind of came in underneath with my hand and pushed these around. I don't even know if that was on camera. I was so focused on lining it up properly. But there you go. Just managed to get all the different, oops, this one popped out over here. All the different little pegs in. There we go. Cool. So that'll be nice and solid in a minute. And this is turning out to be quite a decently tall little structure, so I'm excited for the next layers to come together. So speaking of which, let's get those guys ready. So basically we're looking at pieces number 51, I think is the lowest number. No, 50. Oh, this was 50 in the next stage. I actually skipped ahead. This is from the next stage. So 50, so that's already done. So 51 through to 62. All from D, and that's just going to give us more walls. I think it's going to give us this layer of walls again, and then the next stage would be, what would that be? Cool. Yeah, I think we'll be adding adding walls in here to for some windows on these sides. So we'll get these walls here, and then there's going to be some walls that'll go here right after, and then the next floor comes in right on top there. So kind of cool. All right, we'll see how it comes together, but I'm excited. So let's pull out all these pieces again. Like I said, I'm going to pre-assemble all the multi-part windows because you guys have seen it all before, yeah, pre-assemble all the multi-part windows. I may even stick them all to the walls too, because you guys have seen that enough times. It's basically going to be the same as this and the same as this. Looking ahead, it looks like there's a couple more of these shutter windows and stuff too, so you can just pre-assemble those. You've already seen how to do all that. And then what we'll do is just do the main construction, because that's kind of the trickiest part where you may need guidance and where there's potential for screw up, and so you may as well watch me screw up so you can avoid my mistakes if needed. So there you go. So go ahead and do that, and any pre-assembly that you can do, go ahead and do that too. So we'll be back in a snap. All right, we're back with the next set of things to glue on. So we're going to be making this wall section here. And so first things first, I already have all my bits glued in and together. We'll take piece number 52, this wall kind of sticking out right here, and we will stick some glue on the bottom. Cool. And we'll just go ahead and pre-glue this side wall there. Why not? Okay, so I can kind of lean in there for a minute, and this one's going to be the one that really solidifies it together. So we'll go ahead and put glue on this, this bottom guy right here. All right. And now this one is what's going to be, these two will hold each other up. They'll be best buddies. There you go. Cool, get this this one there. Now this one has nothing to help hold it up, so we may just have to see how this goes. All right, and then just stick these in here, and we'll get a line of glue down here. Why not? Because it may be that some of these help. So what I've gone and done, guys, as well, is I've actually pre-cut and glued some of the pieces for the next step, because I'm just going to roll straight into it, because these are all just going to be kind of sitting here wobbling around. I wanted to have it ready, and I suggest you kind of do the same. So like, don't glue these until you're ready to do the next pieces around and put this roof on top, because the roof is really going to seal it in there. So you can see I've got some of the pieces here. I just have to do some, what do I have to do here? I think actually we'll try it. I can put the roof on right now. I wonder if there's an order to this when it comes to the other walls. Not 100% sure. Just leave this here for a second and test out this. Yeah, it looks like I can easily slide it on with this already on. Okay, good. Okay, so let's try for it. Let's just get all Maverick on this. I think I'm just gonna put this roof on. Okay. All right, and same thing. We're gonna have to lift this guy up and come in from the bottom to adjust some of these things. Oops. There we go. Now you can see under here, just gotta poke these pieces individually in. And push this one. Boom. It's all popping into place. Beautiful. Great. Okay. So that saves me some time. So I can actually now just fully assemble these pieces together, not really have to worry too much. And I can come back in a minute. So let me get these all cleaned up and ready for the next step, and I'll be right back. So now that's all set and everything, and I've got these pieces ready to go. Fairly simple steps right here. Let's just take these on, and I think they're all fitting super nice. Just the one thing to look out for is to make sure you dry fit these to determine which side the windows need to go on, because these pegs are only on certain sides, right? So just be careful, especially if you feel like you're getting into like a good solid groove with these things. You can catch yourself not paying attention or something will happen, and you just mess up one of them, and you'll just be kicking yourself. Because it's hard to go back with these things sometimes and rip pieces off. It'll just get very messy. And the MDF is fragile. So if you have to rip a piece off, you may, you just really be kicking yourself. So wise words to all you folks to just be careful. All right. This guy fits on. This one not only you have to determine front and back, but I also almost did it upside down too. So watch out for that. That's the thing as well. And cool, get some glue on all these walls so this building is nice and stable. And this one will just door hinge on as well. With a little encouragement. Beauties. All right, the last one with the shutters. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. Yeah, put glue on this side. Fabulous. Beauties. So there it is. Let's get the next step set up, and basically we're going to be doing all these kind of janky walls around here. So looks like it's really cool because it'll be this like overhang over these large windows, which kind of sets up this first floor area here as like a big foyer to the habitat, and then you start to see, you know, the different layers here of different apartment units or whatever they are in the habitat. So yeah, it's definitely just going to be building out all the janky little walls to fit around all these cool details. And so there's a whole bunch of stages all in a row for this. The first kind of set, which is just getting this wall figured out, is looks like it starts about 72 and goes all the way up to 83. So you pull all those pieces out again, get everything attached to the walls, and we'll just start attaching wall structures together, because I think nothing complicated will happen just in attaching all like the window bits together, but definitely ordering and spacing and putting them on, that'll be the tricky part. So we'll do that stuff together. And I actually, you know, I think I'm motivated enough. I may just cut them out for the whole way around. So in that case, you're pulling all the way up to 103, and then we can start doing all those together. So why don't you go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back. And we're back, and so I've gone around and I've gotten all the pieces laid out in order for the next 3 stages. And so let's have fun gluing these all together, because I think this is going to be a little bit tricky, like actually getting these pieces in everywhere. Especially in order here. So all right, so let's just start gluing on, and I'm gonna have to be doing a lot of getting up, sitting down, and so we may just wrestle through this for the next few minutes, because it's gonna be a tricky one. All right, so even on this first piece, I'm gonna try and door hinge it in there. I think, yeah, boom. Okay, so piece number 1, we just managed to get this one to line up just perfect. So awesome. So far, so good. Now, here we go. Okay, the dry fit looks not bad over here. The tricky part is going to be getting the center peg in, of course. All right. Get that glue on. All right. Start at the bottom. See if we can kind of snuggle it in. Oh, actually, wow, that just that just was real snug. Awesome, pretty stoked about that. Okay, so let's keep going here. Get some glue on this edge. Man, when I was dry fitting this, I was having just the darndest time trying to get it all just fit properly. So this is so far so good. Now we're gonna have to door hinge this one. This one may be tricky. Nope. Wow. Okay, guys. The dry fit had me all worried, and no, this is going well. Freaking sweet. All right, so this outside edge is what we wanted on here, and just get a little on the bottom, right there. Okay. See if we can keep the trend going. Oh, amazing. Beauties. Loving this. Loving this. Just going on. So let's keep it going. All right, and a little here as well. Keep that piece in place. Hopefully with this piece on, that'll help. Just gotta line up these middle pegs, especially with the window one right there as well. Competing for space a little bit. Hopefully, don't need much encouragement. We'll see. Ah, there, pop, boom. Beauties. Make sure that's stuck in as snug as possible. May hold it right here for a second. Bum, bum. Okay, yeah. Beautiful. Man, wow, this is really coming together. Super stoked. Okay, let's keep going. So it's all about the angles. I think what's really doing me well here is just getting the right angle to like just slide that piece in. And maybe I was just struggling with it with my first couple, but then I don't know, maybe something just clicked in how I was understanding how to put those pieces on. While I was just mindlessly gluing windows onto these walls, so that when I came back to it, it just was like, all right, this makes sense now. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so I yeah, it's these inside corner ones that do have me worried, but you know, the last one went all right, so let's just hope for the best on this one too. There. Ooh, that was a little too much glue on the bottom. That's okay. Just very carefully. Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, okay, on the bottom, in the middle. Cool. And just door hinge it, slide it, swing it. Ooh. Gotta line up these middle ones. Okay, yeah, we're definitely running into a tiny bit of trouble here. There. Got it. Just push that wall out to line up. So here's a tricky bit there. So this wall got like pushed in, so it was leaving a big gap. So for a second there I was worried. I was like, oh man, this isn't fitting properly. Maybe I glued these windows on the other side and it's creating like a tiny, I don't know, you know, 3mm variance there, but nope, figured it out. It's all good. Okay. All right, glue. You know, there is some kind of variance there. And I think, oh shoot. Yeah, it may be, oh yeah, it's definitely, yeah, this has come off. Ah, poop, okay. So yeah, I think I did glue these ones on the wrong side. Oh, snap, so I just broke that. So what I think I'm gonna do to make up for this is chop off the bits where they attach. Here. See, guys, this is making mistakes with MDF terrain. 101 with Adam Truax of Encounter Wargaming. This is how you fix your mistakes. Bop, bop. Okay, let me just smooth this out. Yeah, I must have just got it backwards. So watch out, eh, for those middle pieces. Must be offset. I hope the other one's not, but never know now. Okay. So let's there we go. Okay, we'll just push that guy in as far as I can. So I noticed I had it wrong when I went to put in this piece, and there was no gap to fit this guy in here. Bam. All right, so now there we go. So now you can barely tell. There's I mean, so now you just have like the gaps there and the tiny gaps there, but hopefully our finishing pieces of brick just cover those right over, and none's the wiser. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there. There you go, guys. It's just an example of how easy it is to make mistakes. So just make sure you pay attention, unlike me. Again, must have just got lost in the like, yeah, it's fine, I got this, all these pieces are the same. I was actually looking at those ones and I was like, yeah, they look symmetrical, but you know, you can't tell with the naked eye, but that 3mm does make a huge difference. Great. See, so that's why I'm doing all these together on camera, because like I knew there was going to be some kind of trickiness to these sections here. Turns out the trickiness was my own dumb mistake. All right. Sweet, too easy there. Okay, I'm really hoping that this one I have the right way. Yeah, looks like it's the right way. All right. Well, it's only screwed up one of them. That's not so bad. All right. Door hinge that guy in place. Beautiful. Plug and swing. Okay, we're coming to the end of this stage, which this is cool, because this is a huge section of walls that's really just kind of completing the look. Sweet, and then a finishing piece. Just get this, this one last piece to finish this off. And so let's get it on here. Blam, patches up that last little hole, plugs in nicely right there. Beauties. Beautiful. Love it. Looks like it needs some encouragement, just be held on there. Sweet. So, oh, looks so good. So now the next step is to complete this third floor wall right here. And so let's pull out all the pieces for that, along with assembling the top floor right here that goes on the very top. And then we got a whole bunch of buttresses that look like they keep up this section right here. Not really 100% sure, but we'll see in a minute. So let's do all those. Let's pull out all the pieces for this, the top floor, and all the buttresses that are going to go somewhere down here. So go for that, and we'll be back in a minute. Sweet, here we go. I've had to zoom way out because we're getting taller and taller by the second here, and so we're gonna have to pull one of our tricks where we reach up from the middle again, because we're gonna have the fiddly bit around there. So let's just get to it. And we got this weird little piece here that's just kind of floating. There's no peg for it there, which is a little bit strange. Yeah. All right, and we need glue on this side. Man, I'm excited for this building to just come together. Boom. All right, that fits nice. So let's get this other wall in here. And the floor. Okay. Kind of drop. Nice and snug, beautiful. Love it. It's actually even lifting up by a millimeter. May have to hold that down for a minute, but I guess while I hold that, I can drop some glue in here. Why not? Keep this train moving, because maybe when we put the top on, we can just press down on the top and not worry about it. All right. Cool. It's sticking down already. Beautiful. So let's get this top floor on, shall we? Dang, this is a tall building. Love it. All right. We're to dot these up. As you go across, fast gluing. Just dot, 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 dot. Okay, so now this will be a little bit tricky, but I think we can do this here. So I'm gonna start in this corner. Start in this corner. And work my way around the back here. Nice, coming together pretty good actually. Ooh, another place where our mistake is getting us. Right here. So I have to cut that out, unfortunately. Okay, gotta adjust this wall. go. Now, let's turn this thing and adjust these biddies. Yeah, it's a tricky one. Gotta line it all up perfect for it to all snap into place. Oh, almost got it. Okay, I gotta hold this end, and because this end is a lot simpler. Sweet, and I think there, boom, wow. Okay, this thing is super tall right now. Amazing, 3 stories high. Oh, super cool. Wow. Okay, so let's go ahead, cut out all our buttresses and just keep going, because this is going to start to come together real quick. And yeah, so let's not goof around here. I figured I'd come just show you how to glue one of these supports together, because they can get a little finicky. And so there's 3 pieces here, and they all kind of have to line up perfect, or else you'll get it a little bit wonky. So here we go. We'll just zoom in a little bit. You can adjust it once it's on. With the super glue, you'll have a lot less working time here. And so just slide it around, line them up. Use flat edges to help your case. Here we go. Beauties. Let's do the other side. All right. You have these guys to go on both sides. Okay, and again, use the flat edges. You don't want these to be horribly off. This one tacked really fast on this side. All right, and so there you go. Okay, so just get those buttresses together just like that, and these guys look like they go. They're gonna go along here, which would be super, super cool. Love that look. Go ahead and get all of them done, and I believe it's time to glue them in now. So yeah, let's check that out. All right, so I've just freshly put some glue on this, and I realized I might as well just jump ahead to the step where this thing goes on as well. And so yeah, so let's throw some glue on the tops of these buttresses. And the reason I decided to do this right away was because I realized that there's little pegs on top of these things. They're gonna have trouble lining up, and so I definitely want to do it while the glue where they attach to the wall is still wet, so I can line them up. Okay, so one. Oh boy. Bah. Let's get this thing sideways and at an angle where you guys can still see. 1, 2, 3, 4 beauties. And now let's go down the bottom side. One, two, going good. Boom. All right, awesome. There we go. And that is on. That new floorboard right there. Cool. Oh, this is coming together. I'm just getting so excited about this model. So let's get set up for the next stages. And basically what we're doing now is we're adding on the finishing layers around the whole thing. So everything that has all the brick on it and all that. around the entire building. So let's cut out a whole bunch of pieces and get ready to lay some brick down. And here we are for the next step. So we're laying down just a bunch of brick patterns, and I've taken down the pieces for all the floors, 2, 3, 4, and I've just kind of laid them out. It's pretty simple. I mean, I don't foresee any challenges. I think this should all snap into place pretty good. There are some fun little extra bits like little computer screens and consoles to open doors and stuff, which are pretty fun. So I'm gonna just go ahead and pre-glue pieces like that on, so we can just stick the whole mess on there and not have to worry about it. And man, this is really coming together. I'm super stoked. So basically, we're probably gonna just do the bricklaying around the whole building, make the small balconies, the roof, and then yeah, put the balcony edging on, which we may save to paint separately. We'll see how it all we'll see the ordering of things and how it all goes together. All right, pretty easy. Cool. So, I mean, guys, this is simple stuff. So I may just do one just to make sure everything goes smooth, and then I may just leave you guys to just lay brick all on your own, because now most of the structural stuff is done. This is all aesthetic. Again, just making sure to get the order proper. Oh yeah, there's a small finishing piece that goes right here. Okay, cool. Just make sure it lines up at the bottom. All right, and I just basically slathered glue on all the different sections, and it's as easy. Look at how easy this is, guys. Just throw your brick pieces on, and it's made just to be like finishing pieces like this, right? The structure is intact, everything's freestanding. None of this is structural integrity. It's all aesthetic, and so it's just making it look pretty. And adding another layer of depth. So if you notice, like the windows, they're inset one more layer now because of this brick pattern, which is super cool. All right, and we can just finish off that corner. Cool. All right, guys, so feel free to just go around and get all the brick done on the one side of the building, and we'll be back when you're done. If I run into any complicated situations, I'll turn this on and let you know. And there it is, all bricked up. It's looking real nice. So that's super cool. I love these patterns on these walls here. Super cool, especially around the round edge. So something that I did notice is in this piece here, on all three of them, put this wall section on first, and then put this piece on after, because I think it needs to jut out a little bit to cover the seam that's going to be made by the piece lying down here. And it's not exactly 100% clear on the instructions, and so it's tempting to like lay this piece down first and then build around this way, but I think actually this piece goes on afterwards. So just watch out for that and keep that in mind. So this piece on second, this piece on first, and then you can go around as per normal. So there you go. So that's that. Let's pull out the siding for the rest of the building and have at it. And here they are all cut out. And so again, like I said, I don't foresee any problems. And so let's just take these nice long pieces and just start gluing them on, and being cognizant of the fact that this railing here isn't glued onto the top, and so just get it figured out exactly where the glue should go, so you don't waste any glue and see like squiggly glue marks on the back of all your railings. So there you go. All right, some glue on there, and then just go for it, guys. So let's see here. Yep, there it goes. All right, so looks like things are just going to be easy peasy. Lay it down, lay it flat. Because these are nice big flat ones, you may want to just make sure it's contacted all the way around. But there you go. Basically, feel free to go around, have the freedom to do things. Make sure you have your pieces laid out in the correct order, which I've gone and done, so I can just slap them on in order. Now there is one piece here that I did notice some trouble with, and that's the laser cut. I guess wasn't set to the right depth along this this groove here for the doorway. So I may try and do a little surgery on it and just push through a little bit more in order to get a nice clean line here. And I'm gonna see if I can push through a little bit, if I can then just break it off. I'm worried about breaking the whole piece, and so I would suggest you guys to do this with caution as well if you're going to do this. There we go. Got one of the longer pieces off. Got another piece off there. And now I may just do this to get it flat. So there you go. Super easy stuff to cut through. It's just a matter of doing it cleanly, eh? All right. There we go. Okay, that's a nice clean doorway. Let's see if I how that line lines up. Yeah, it looks like it lines up pretty good. Cool. And so let's do this piece, because there's also this fun little step right here to go on. And then I'll leave you guys to do the rest on your own. Okay, try my best to keep this whole thing nice and flat on there. Make sure it does contact all the way around so this thing can stay on nice and tight. All right, that seems pretty good. Fabulous. Okay, let's put on this little step. The one thing to watch out for is just when you're putting it on here, to line it up properly with the laser cut lines on this side, and then the flat edge on this side. And that'll leave the two little teeth sticking out. And then you can take some glue, stick it on here, and slide her in. There it is. Oh, that adds just such a great little detail. The model just pops off of itself. Amazing. Cool, guys. So go ahead and put down all the finishing pieces on there. Okay, so we've got all those layers on, and now it's time for some bits and pieces and little accessories and stuff. So over here, I've kind of got the top roof cut out, and I was kind of just like test fitting it and everything. I'm not really sure how this outside fencing is going on, so I don't know exactly where to place it. But I decided a good next step for us would be to do these little bits. So there's a couple balconies, and then one of the structures that goes on top. And so let's do that. So let's get the balconies out of the way. We've got these cool little bits that assemble. They're like the buttresses on the bottom. They're 3 pieces, one in the middle and 2 to frame it on either side, making these beautiful little buttresses as well. And yeah, so those kind of go on the side of the building, right here. So there you are, and then one of the balconies goes right on top of them. If you can see that, ooh, there with that doorway. So there you go. So the buttresses are together, and now we will just take one of these balconies and. Very simply, all the ramparts are 2 layered. They're kind of like the windows. They're multiple layered. So yeah, feel free to just assemble those up. And yeah, so now I'm just going to test fit and see what's going on here. There. There it is. Beauties. Okay, so let's just get glue all the way around here. All right, and now let's just put them together. Ooh, and we'll get a little glue on the side here, just to seal them. Beauties. So seal in nice, good detail. There's the other wall. And what I think I'm going to do is oh no, what's going on here? What is going on? I think maybe I put this layer on the wrong side and now they're offset. Oh no! So pay attention to that. I may have to shorten these a little bit, the pegs, to match up. Oh, that's poop. Okay, so yeah, so pay attention to that. And what I'll do is I'll just cut these little pegs in half, taking off of the side that I offset a little bit. Now the good news is the part of the railing covers the peg area so that you can't see it. So that's good for me. Good news for me. I can fix my mistakes. Okay. All right. And is that enough? Not quite. We go a little bit more. Frustrating. Okay. Beauty. So there we go. Now it's all fitting. There's balcony number one. So I'm going to leave these separate. Like I said, this guy probably goes in right here. Because then I'll just spray them separately with the rest of the railings so that they all match. Probably some kind of silver color, just to match my other terrain in the series. All right, and we can just do the other one real quick, and hopefully I didn't make any of the same mistakes on this one. So, oh boy, yeah, it looks like I might have on one of them. That's okay. We'll get through it. Oh, did I have both? Which actually might work out in my favor. Because then I can put them on the opposite side. Sweet. Yes. Amazing. Okay, so yeah, great. So it's actually probably not a mistake. I probably just, when I picked up the piece, I got them out of order. All right. And all the way around on the top parts when there is one, on the little tabs. Cool. Now I'll put the end piece on first. Then get a line of glue down here on each of them. Beauties. Oh, other side. Boom. Okay, now I've got it lined up. And there's that balcony, the one with the buttresses. You can tell because it's got like smaller pegs here. And yeah, that'll be nice. Oh, all right. Now the question is do I want... Probably want these buttresses in silver too, eh? So let's get some glue on there and just see if I can't line them up somehow. Like that? Yeah, why not? So cool. Okay. It may not stick, so I'll just hold it while I get some glue on the other one. And then hopefully these buttresses will attach to the balcony and not the wall. Yeah. Maybe that'll just hold there for a minute without sticking on. You guys see what I did there? Oh, I'm hoping I can just pull this whole yeah, like that, and they're stuck. Beauties. I guess it worked. Awesome. So let's put all that mess aside, and we can work on this this little freestanding structure here. And so this is pretty cool. We got this top square. I've already pre-assembled all the windows, and it looks like everything just is gonna click in together like so. Heck, why don't we just shove some glue in the creases and just keep going on our dry fit here. Amazing. Things fitting nicely. And across here. Beautiful. Great. And just get some glue on this one too. Fabulous. Love it. Yeah, I guess we'll put on the brick siding. I had it all lined up, and now I've spun this thing around a bunch of times. I don't know if it's lined up anymore. So we'll see. I mean, that seems to look good. Yeah, I don't think it'll end up mattering too much. The wide ones to cover up the seams on one side, skinny ones on the other. Yeah, should be good. Oops. There, that one goes there. And then this one will go here. Sweet. Okay, so that's done. So that little box there. Nice. Cool. And then this thing is kind of crazy. So this is like a T shape, a double T shape. So they'll dry fit in together like this. Yeah. Two of them to give it some extra rigidity. And this is basically to set the shape on both sides to get the curve in the roof, which is really, I mean, it's just genius. Cool. So yeah, let's just leave it like that, and I'll just shove some glue in all the creases. To get it going. Yeah, and then it has a little top square to hold it all together. this little guy and help keep it all lined up. So let's use that. Why not? Yeah, I could push it all together against that, and that really helped out. Sweet. Okay. Now, I'm not really. Shoot, I should have been paying more attention to what I cut out here and what order it may go in on. So let's just take them and start dry fitting them on. Yeah, so I guess there's these ones, which are wider on one side, and then there's some skinny ones to fit on the side there. Yeah, so it looks good. Okay, so I think I sorted out the difference between the two there just by doing a quick dry fit. So let's just pop some glue all around this puppy and start going for it. Amazing. Let's take the wide ones, put it on the wide side. Amazing. Oh, it's a very smooth curve. Actually, I was thinking it may look a little bit disjointed, but it does not at all. All right, so we'll just get glue all the way around. We need one of the skinny ones. There we go. Yeah, wow, it's a really smooth transition. Looks great. Okay. Keep on chucking. Boom. All the way around. Now the one thing I'm interested in is how the edges of these go on. These like little railing bits. I have no idea. I was looking at it. I was trying to dry fit some stuff, and I was just totally lost. Oops, a little piece of something got in there. I was like, why isn't this fitting? Okay, last set. And then we have a very cool structure here. Oops. Oh no. While I was pushing this on, be careful. Just kind of like bent one of the spikes out of shape. Probably broke some fibers on the MDF too. Oops. All right. Cool. So a little trouble fitting the two in. Just competing for space. There. Oh, cool. That looks sick. Yeah. Try fit it on there. Amazing. All right. So definitely going to keep this piece separate to just spray paint it. My roof color, probably to match all the railings. Yeah, so I'll just leave that there. Well, actually, let's put it on for a minute. And then this is what I was really unsure about. It's like, how do these go on? And I think I needed this stage of it to be figured out so I could tell. Yeah, okie dokie. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is glue these bits on together. And then I'm going to try and glue it to the roof, actually. looks like these bits go flush together, which was another thing I was wondering. It's like, does it go flush on or what? And it looks like the answer is yes. So get them flush together and then we'll solve this big mystery right here. Ooh, that was way too much glue. I think I may share a little bit with this piece. Okay. So we got those two figured out. They look like they go together. Now let's do these two. All right. Oh, there's my 2-year-old.
Coffee!
No,
Coffee, Daddy!
no thanks, Bubba.
Wait, come here.
Coffee?
Okay. And let's stick this last piece on.
Daddy, you want coffee?
Oh, she wants to know if I want coffee. There you go. So cute. So, you know, having kids is just the cutest thing in the world. Okay, so now we got to figure out how do these attach? 'Cause they're going to integrate together somehow. I just want to make sure I get them in order. I know how they're gluing on. Then I can really sort it out. Okay, so let's say it's happening like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. So let's just take, so I'll go on that side, just line these up, this side, this side, this side. Fabulous. Okay, now I guess I'll put the glue on here in hopes that it doesn't seep through and glue onto the main body of this thing with the brick. So then I can keep this whole mess separate and it'll all be silver, which is what I want. Okay. Shove some glue in there. And then those, see they butt up against each other right there, which is perfect. So use that to line up the whole thing. And this guy. Yeah, perfect. Oh, she's such a cutie pie. Have kids, it's the best. Okay, last one. Whoop. All right, so there. I think I've got all 4 on. Now what I think I might try and do is once this one's set a little bit, just pull off the roof. Actually, I may not even wait. Yeah, I'll just pull that off. Get this last one set on here. And there we go. So I'll hold this. Let's get all the pieces cut out for our next stage, which is probably another one of these. And I don't even know. Well, let's see. I'll just lay out a bunch of pieces for the next step and we'll get into it. So here's the next one. It's just basically a larger one of these. So I got all the pieces cut out and cleaned up a bit. And so let's get to it. Do it to it. So we had 3 of these shutter things to deal with, which I took care of already. And we now have to get them affixed to these window ledges, or these window frames, which are kind of cool. They're a little bit large, aren't they? But I guess it doesn't matter. It's just going to be going in there. So, too cool. Maybe what I'll do then is actually, let's glue them onto here first. And then, yeah, and then glue the shutters on after. Whoop. So this is a pretty cool one. It's just like a larger one of these structures. It's got a doorway. This has got to be what connects up through the stairs or something. The other one's kind of like a bell tower or something. I guess people could fit in there, but no need to force it, you know what I mean? All right. Last one. And this one's a door frame. Let's see how we do here. Too easy. All right. And actually this is multiple layers, so I'll just glue this layer on as well. Just a flat piece. To line up there so that this cool door detail can go in there. Beauties. All right. So now take each one of these and line them up on our square piece here. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's just get glue on this top edge and then this side panel. So we can line two of these up. And oops. Stay together there. And I actually need glue on the top here too. Good. All right. Amazing. All right. Cool. So now let's just keep that going. This edge here. Beauties. Yep. And now the doorway attaches on. Too easy. It's essentially the exact same thing as what we just did. It's just a little bit bigger in size, and has a doorway instead of a bunch of windows. Actually, the other one might have a doorway on it too. I can't remember. Doorway? No, it's just a bunch of windows. Yeah, that's like a bell tower or something. Okay, fabulous. Now I guess we might as well just stick on the brick. Cool, so that one overhangs the sides a little bit, which means, compare the size of these a little bit. Yeah, okay. So the two smaller ones goes on the sides immediately. Oh no. Oh, totally forgot to put the shutters on. Okay, whatever, we'll do that in a second. We can reach in, at least the bottom still. Which is nice. Okay, so the skinnier ones, yeah. And the skinny one. All right, skinny one and a fat one. Okay, now let's figure out how to put it in these shutters after the fact. It might be tricky, but we probably should be fine. So I want all the shutters to be angled down towards the outside. So good. So we got that angle figured out. I'll just throw some glue down here, and I guess I could just stick my hand up here. Boom. All right. Cool. Figure out the orientation of these. Just keep plugging away. Too easy. Hold it, make sure it tacks. All right. Let that tack right there, and we'll start working on, there's still one more to do. We'll just let that dry, we'll keep plugging away. Work quick, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's shove some glue in the middle of these puppies right here. And middle of these puppies right here. Let's get another one of these tripod T-stands. Like I said, these are like a double T-stand. Sweet, looking good. Cool, and now put the top square on just like the other one. Boom. Press it down, make sure it's all lined up square. Too easy. Okay. And guys, you've basically seen this, so I'll just cut. If there's anything different on this, I'll just cut and I'll come back and point it out to you what's different. But you can go ahead, just finish the assembly. It's the exact same as this one, it's just larger in size. So there we go, we'll be right back. Okay, so I finished up these tower bits, and I noticed on the bottom I actually had to clip off all the tabs because I didn't get the walls lining up at all. There's like little tab holes in the floor, and so while you're doing it, you can just check those out and test fit them. So for both of them, I got the walls in the wrong orientation, so no big deal. I mean, they slot in here so nicely. I'm gonna leave them separate. So it's just easier for me to paint these fences, and I noticed that I think what I'm going to do is actually glue all of these in, so I can just glue this floorboard in right now. Yeah, so let's just go ahead and do that. Yeah, it's nothing crazy, but I just feel like may as well, you know, why not? Why not? It's always nice when you can feel like you just completed the model, you know? So, all right, so let's move this down here and grab some glue. I mean, it's gonna be pretty simple. We don't need to get too crazy about this, but it's just gonna be about sticking some glue on, lining them up, and plopping them on. I may put some glue on the side of it, so it can stick not just on the bottom, but also to the fence next to it. So yeah, I mean, let's just go around and do a couple, and you could probably complete this on your own. Nothing too crazy going on here. Yeah, oh, let's get some on the side of this one as well. Okay. So you can't see me actually sticking the glue on. Not that it is anything that interesting, but I did have, this building is so tall, I just had to change the camera orientation so you could actually see the top of it. All right, so there you go. So there's, you know, it's pretty simple. Like, you can go ahead, go all the way around and just do that. What I might do right now with you guys is just glue this floor on. Like, why the heck not? What else are we gonna do, you know? Why the heck not? So I'm just going to track where it goes. And there we are. Just stuck a bunch of glue on there. Boom. And now, because it's a nice big piece here, I may just hold it down. Nice and flat all the way around. Too easy. It actually gives more surface area for the glue to stick on here, which is actually really nice. So yeah, so then you can just keep going around and gluing these little puppies on. So go for it. Have fun with that, and come back when it's all done. All right, we're back. So I glued on that stuff all the way around. So there's that railing, all done. Beauties. And so now we're going to put in this little parapet. So these little details here. And this, man, it's such a simple little thing. It's just two pieces of wood overlapping each other, and just kind of descending downward. And man, it really, yeah, I think it really makes it pop. So let's get in there and let's glue these on. So I've already pre-glued the two pieces together, but there's just these guys here. So we'll just get a little bit of glue on there. And yeah. And it just takes this nice big flat surface and really breaks it up. So kudos to them for this nice little detail here. All right, let's put that on. And now I'm really hoping it's not going to interfere with this piece right here, but we'll see at the end of the day. So if it does, I mean, we can always just force it or chop it or whatever, but I think it's just going to be worth it to save that little bit of time on the balcony railings. So, but the parapet can go on now. Sweet. All right, just pushing it in on the side over here. Just wants to pop the tiniest bit. Okay, and so now the upper wall bits attach on just on this line where the brick ends. So that's kind of where I'm aiming for, is just to line that up, that line with the bottom of the parapet. So looks pretty good, dry fit and everything. And so let's just glue it on. And these last bits, got them all laid out. They just go around the entire top of the building here. Beauties. All right. Cool. So these next ones, you'll just have to drop in the top. So let's be careful how I put it in. May need to adjust, but look at that. Oh, just frames the whole thing up, makes it stand out. It's a good little finishing detail. Love it. Big fan of stuff like this. Yeah, let's really get in there. Make sure it lines up. There we go. We got it lined up there. Now we just gotta get it lined up here. Cool. Let's just hold that. Let it cure on there. Well, tack anyway. I won't cure right away. Yeah. Oh, sweet. Sweet. Okay, cool. I got this crazy bit. Let's dry fit that. Oh yeah, that'll go on nice. Beauties. Let's do it. Man, I'm super stoked. I can't wait to show you guys the size comparisons. We'll put some models behind and around this thing. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good times. Good times. Bam. Oh yeah, that's really completing the whole thing. Gotta seal this gap here. Ooh. I have to hold that for an extra couple minutes after I turn the camera off, but you know, it's getting pretty close. Good. Good, 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 good. Cool. Let's keep going all the way around. And then we're basically done this building video. I think we can actually start painting after this. So just gotta get that one around that hump there. I think I may shave that down just the tiniest bit, right in there. It's competing for space a little bit, so I may as well just rather have the majority of it nice and snug than just this corner. So let's take off where the little bit where it's competing. Boom. Now it's nice and snug. Much better. Much better. Cool. Oh man, yeah. Just really completes it. Like, look at that compared to that. That is so much better. And it's just like, it's those little details, man. I'm telling you. It's those little details that really make these kits stand out above the rest. It's totally worth it. Because man, it's not just like they have one of these little details. They add little stuff like this all over these kits. Cool. This one, it's super long. May have to hold it on there for a minute. Let's see how it goes. Oh no, that's taking real nice. Yeah. Brilliant. Brilliant. Looking so good. Cool. Second last piece of the video. And then we can start painting. Amazing. There it goes. Ooh, that one went on real quick. Beauties. Oh, sweet. Guys, last piece of the video, and then we can start doing size comparisons and having fun. Just seeing how models stack up on this thing. And then stay tuned for the painting video. We just get this puppy done. Boom. Ooh. Some minor gaps there that are making this one a little bit tougher, but I think that's got a good tack, and that'll sit there. It's a little gap right here that I'm not super stoked about. So I may just have to hold it in as close as it'll go. And hope that tack's all right. Boom. All right, sick. Guys, look at that. Awesome. Let's pan out, get a bunch of models on here, and just do some size comparisons. Like I said, guys, we are going to do all the fencing and everything, like, these balcony railings after, because I will paint them separately. It'll give me easy access to paint this flooring right here without them on there. And so we'll finish like the complete assembly at the end. But for now, man, this is looking pretty freaking awesome. Super stoked about that. We also have these separate balconies right here. So, I mean, this guy is, you know, wow. Yeah, that, frick. Can you imagine a Vindicare assassin just perched up right here? I can. It's totally happening. So there you go. All right, sweet guys. Let's zoom out. Let's get some models around here, and let's have some fun with this. And we are back. So here's the building in all its glory, less the railings on those balconies right there. But, you know, got to do some stuff in sub-assemblies. But basically, it's done. Amazing. Now you know step by step how to build this puppy, which is quite a task. It is there's a lot of detail, a lot of amazing stuff about this, and you've seen me make a whole bunch of mistakes, and so now you know how to do it properly. So I got some generic Primaris intercessors here, and I mean just the intercessor alone, like look how tall this thing is. It's huge. Oh, it's so good. And so here we go. Let's do a size test here. So we can fit a Primaris on each level. It might be difficult once the balcony things are on. Let's see here. Yeah, because they take up about a ½ inch. I don't even know if I could fit a 32 mil base in there, maybe. So it might be tough to get them, but I mean a 32 mil base does fit on the entire width of the walkway here. Easily for these two. It's just getting snug on this third one. But it fits underneath down here, just barely. Oh no, it does fit underneath all of the buttresses as well. And then obviously, like, you can fit tons of Space Marines up here. I mean, that's 4 Space Marines. I mean, you could easily fit 20 Space Marines up there. Easily. Yeah. These are on 32 mil bases. All right, so now the big test is a 40 mil base. So you definitely get one 40 mil base in there. With the aggressor is too tall, but I do have him standing up on cork, so he's a little bit taller. So he's a little bit too tall to get there, but you could fit one in this corner and still have the unit in coherency like that on that one edge of the building. Well, they fit on, but there's no way with the railing on that you're getting this guy in there, unfortunately. But you could just start with the unit up there. They're pretty short range, so you might lose a lot of your range just trying to fire down. So it may not be advantageous, but I think unit intercessors really love being up top there. Man, it's like so great. You fit so many infantry on here, and it blocks great line of sight. Here's a Redemptor Dreadnought for scale. Pretty sweet. I mean, obviously you can easily hide it all the way behind. Yeah, I mean, it's a fantastic building, 40K. It's big, it's chunky, but it's also tall, right? And it's like not actually too big in its circumference. So it doesn't take too much up out of your table. But it does block a good chunk of line of sight. So now the question is always, will it block line of sight for a knight, an Imperial Knight? So you can see I got my Knight Castellan right here, and this just shows how tall this building is. I mean, the height of it is a Knight plus a Redemptor and still more to go. I mean, man, it's just super tall. So let's see here. Let's do the ultimate reveal. Can you completely block line of sight if we move this guy behind? And the answer is most definitely. That for sure blocks line of sight to a Castellan. Perfect. So there you go. So that is one way to keep your knight safe, is by having a habitat. There you go. All right, guys, let's wrap this video up and get out of here.
All right, guys, that's it for today. You saw how to build the Hive City Habitat from Tabletop Scenics. Fantastic kit. Thank you guys so much for sending this along. Highly suggest. This would fit in on so many tables, definitely 40K, but it's very steampunky, so it could work for like a Victorian Malifaux steampunk type house. It could also work, let's see, oh my gosh, maybe Wild West Exodus for that steampunky kind of feel. War Machine probably, I don't know. So yeah, plenty of games out there. It's very versatile, and man, for 40K, blocks the night. You can stack a ton of infantry on this thing. It is just a great piece of terrain. Super easy to build, step by step. You saw I made a couple mistakes because I wasn't paying attention, but overall super easy to build, and kind of fun too, right? So very cool details all the way around this thing, and so stay tuned. Where we complete the video, we'll put all of the railings on here after we paint it. So the next video will be all about how to paint MDF terrain, how to paint it quick, how to paint it so that it looks good, but you can get it on the tabletop in a few hours. So there you go, guys. That's the Hive City Habitat. If you guys like this video, jump down there, hit subscribe so that you can be made aware of all future content that comes out. Also, by clicking the little bell, you'll get notifications for that future content. And guys, if you want to support the channel further than that, you can jump down to our Patreon link below, where for as little as $1 a video, you can support everything we do here at Encounter Wargaming. Painting tutorials, I mean, building tutorials like I just did, bat reps, all sorts of stuff coming out as well. You guys get exclusive perks to some online retailers. And lastly, you can pick up a cool Encounter Wargaming t-shirt available on our Spreadshirt. So just jump down there in the link below if you want some swag for yourself as well. Guys, that's it for today. Stay tuned for that painting video, and we will see you at our next encounter.
Like a monkey in a rocket on his way back home. Okay.